Ready.
What's up, you all?
TyVis here.
It's us. We're here for a Bad Blood prediction show. Just depending on our knowledge of what we've seen, and we're definitely caught up with SmackDown for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
I do want to leave this for you, for you, Ty.
Yeah.
Let's figure out who has the baddest blood.
Well, should we start with CM Punk Drew McIntyre match?
The Hades in the Cell match, yes.
Yeah, so on this, we're going to be driving just around our town here, just, you know, trying not to get hit by different cars.
Run over people.
Yeah, maybe run over a couple people, but yeah, so Viz, if you want to take it off, my man.
So the Hades in the Cell match, for every Bad Blood, which there hasn't been that many, it's always been the main event, and it's been a very monumental event that would change the course of two superstars' lives. We've got Drew McIntyre, we've got CM Punk. Who do we think deserves to win that rivalry? Who should come out on top? Ty, what's your feeling?
Well, you know me, I'm a little biased on this one anyway, but I feel like this rivalry, it's been going on for a minute now. So, I mean, I feel like whoever wins this, I think the rivalry's over, you know? And so me personally, I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre on this one. I think he's gonna win just because Punk won the old strap match last time. And if we ever get to this four-way, I'll explain why.
It has been going back and forth, and it has really climaxed since Drew destroyed the bracelet, the thing that bonded their rivalry.
Yeah, I just think it's time for rivalry to end anyway. You know, I think Drew will take it. I do think, just gonna go ahead and throw it out there, I do think this is gonna be the best match of the night, though. I think they're really
First for best.
Yes. I think it's gonna be a match, you know, we'll talk about and be like, wow, you remember that match for CM Punk and Drew, and they literally tore the house down and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, I think it's Drew, you know, and then after this, I do think CM Punk's gonna go after a title, though. I think after this match, he's gonna come out.
Whether he wins or loses? Yeah,
win or lose, I think he's on for a title shot, you know. He's been in too long, and even though I don't like him that much, he is a very good wrestler. So, what you there, Viz? What you thinking?
Cult of personality. So, Drew, he's been a fan favorite of my family's. He's in our ties. I'm a little biased too, but I think I am going to have to go with CM Punk on this one, because the rivalry has to end. And the last time I saw Drew was in this movie called Killer's Game with a horn stuck to his torso. Yeah. So I'm not too sure how he's going to come back from that one, especially in full power.
It was a good sell, though. It was a good sell job on that.
It did. Yeah. I do think CM Punk's going to win this to get retribution for the bracelet that's broken. I think he's going to conclude with Drew giving him a new bracelet for his wife and dog.
Drew's going to give him a friendship bracelet.
I don't think they're going to be throwing each other off the top of the cell, which would be super awesome, bringing it back to old school days.
Yeah, a little Mick Foley, Undertaker. I don't know, I think one of those guys might break if they did that.
They might break, especially CM Punk already being broken and having to return.
Yeah, now, I don't mean to cut you off there, but I'm hoping Drew will bring back his Broken Dreams theme song.
So you think there's going to be a theme song change?
I hope so. That would be pretty sweet.
Okay.
Which I've been waiting for that for a while now.
Now, speaking of that, there has been some theme song changes. I believe AJ Styles has changed. He showcased yesterday a new song. that could have been for a different reason, but it is reason to believe that, you know, other superstars can change their song.
Yeah, I think they need to go back to AJ's. AJ's original when he debuted in WWE.
I've heard that same
phenomenal. You know.
Had the sound down. I couldn't hear the first of it, but it did come up after a while.
So you're with CM Punk and I'm with Drew, and there will be we'll keep a tally on who's gonna win. We always try to see who can get the most right.
We have a fun event for that.
Yes, yes. So the loser will
a little bit of punishment.
Yeah,
punishment game.
Yeah. So
I'm excited for that. I am, because I feel like I'm gonna win.
He always feels like he's gonna win. He usually don't.
Either way, I win, because if I get what I think I'm getting, I'll be as tall as T-Buff.
That's right.
I'll be as tall as Ty. Good thing we're cutting this out.
Well, I mean, from these two that clearly hate each other,
clearly have bad blood,
we want to go into Nia and Bailey now.
Who has a lot of blood.
Yeah, a lot of blood.
And some of it may be bad.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm going in thinking that eventually, I don't think it matters for this match. I really do think that Nia's gonna win. I just think that, me personally, I think Bailey's last championship run wasn't that great, you know? But I do think Nia's gonna win. It'll be a good match, of course, but I think Tiffy will come in and make you think that Nia's gonna lose, but nah, I don't think that'll happen. It's just that cut and dry for me on this one, and yeah, I just feel like Bailey will get her butt whooped, and what she does after this, I'm not really sure, you know, unless she goes after the tag titles, but good luck taking it from Jade and Bianca. Oh, and Jade and Bianca are hosting the show, right?
Mm-hmm. There's actually another host in the show, which was involved in a match for the Women's Championship that Jax holds. They included her last night on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So Naomi is a guest host.
Yeah, the glow.
So I have the same feeling. I believe Jax is going to come out successful.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Bailey, because I feel like she can get the crowd rolling. Especially they have this little theme song for her.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that when the crowd roars with that song. But Jax is just too overpowering right now. She's a great champion. She shows that, you know, bulk and brawn can overcome most circumstances. No matter how strategic some of these, you know, other superstars are that don't have that type of class, I guess, that type of heavyweight ability.
And she's improved her wrestling a lot. Like, honestly,
she's fun to see.
I expressed talking about Nia Jax, right? Yeah, I expressed to you multiple times a few years ago that I didn't like her because she didn't know how to wrestle.
Yeah, and she ended up hurting superstars too.
Yeah, I'm sure she can beat me
she's
up.
Beating them up, but she's hurting them.
Yeah,
she's not wrestling.
Yeah, so I can't say much. She would definitely, you know, squash me, as you know her tagline goes, but
run the red, run the yellow.
It's orange. But no, she's like, I've actually enjoyed her title reign. So yeah, I think I agree with you on that. Like her brawn is definitely,
and she's Queen Jax. So she's got a little bit of notoriety, or royalty.
Yep.
She's trying to take the crown from Charlotte, so that might be an impending intersection too. Charlotte might come back and try to claim her throne back.
Yeah, she's due. She's definitely recovering good from her knee. I think that's what it was.
Leading in from that, you talked about Tiffy and how she may help or hurt Jax, but Jax ended up succeeding anyway. For Tiffy, have a strong feeling she's not going to have much involvement, if any at all, in Jax's fight. I think she's going to sneak into the other women's championship match with Liv and Rhea. They secretly hinted it yesterday, and I already had a little presumption that they would be blowing. They'd blow me away if they inserted her in a match she had no ties to, and their attention is all on this Dominic that's up in a shark cage, suspended above the ring.
Custody of Dominic 2.0.
Yeah. Soon as someone gets the upper hand, here comes the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Smack. 1, 2, 3, Tiffy.
If they did that, man, that would be honestly, that would be surprising. Like you mentioned it, and it's just like they would do that. And you know, they have been pushing a lot where Nia and Tiffany are, you know, combative to each other. So it makes you think, like, yeah, there's a pothole back there. It makes you really think that they're gonna split, and she is gonna use the title or use the Money in the Bank to get the title. But you're right. What if their plan is all along to get both titles, just to say? Because I'm pretty sure they're really good friends, like outside of the ring. So what if their plan was this whole time to say, hey, throw a curveball, you get this title, I get this title. You know, and who's to say they won't go champion for champion at, I don't know, WrestleMania or something like
Crown
that.
Jewel.
Yeah, Crown Jewel even, yeah.
Survivor Series.
Yeah.
There's plenty of potential there, and this is for Bad Blood, and it seems like they were trying to mystically make a Bad Blood relationship between Jax and Tiffy.
So if you think about it, there's more Bad Blood between Nia and Tiffany than there is between Nia and Bayley.
And if one of them do change from face to heel or whatever it may be, wouldn't that be great to have them both champions and to go after it?
Yeah.
To show who's the real.
Yeah, Tiffany's due for a face turn. Is it a word?
Oh no! Don't reveal our location. We're at work.
Yeah. Well, since you brought it up with the old shark cage there with Dirty Dom in there, one of my favorite matches on the card because of mommy.
Because of Dom. Oh. Mommy.
His former mommy, I guess.
Your current.
Yeah.
Hey, look, limo.
A limo. Liv and Rhea with Dominic in a shark cage. I didn't understand that at first, but then I think I talked to you about it, and you broke it down to me.
Yeah, you're talking to me right now.
Yeah. So I mean, I like that idea. I do believe that. I think we even talked about Rhea somehow getting involved with the shark cage. I think mine was to poke him with maybe a kendo stick or throw something at him, and yours.
I think he's gonna have some involvement in the match. Somebody's gonna either pull him down and, you know, use the cage itself as a weapon. I just feel like there's still gonna be some involvement other than him just teasing mommy from the top of the ring.
I agree. There's not gonna be no interference at all. Like, there's gonna be either JD McDonough, I don't think Dane or Finn Balor will get involved. Maybe Carlito.
Well, with his match coming up afterward.
Yeah. So I mean, and you never know. They might just save it, you know, for that match. But this one's kind of tricky for me, and it goes like, it's not like Beyond Wrestling or anything. I'm not. But to me, if you take the title off of Liv and Rhea wins, the story's basically over. You know, like, the whole point of Liv's revenge tour was to take everything from Rhea, and she has done that basically. And now if Rhea wins, she gets her title back. You know, she's not.
Tour is over.
Yeah. So then you know, after that, you know, there's got to be another competitor, but Liv has her rematch clause. So I'm gonna say I can't go against Rhea. So I think Rhea she's gonna end up winning somehow. And then, but also with that, you said her name earlier, I do believe it's time for Charlotte Flair to come back. So I either think it's gonna be I think once she wins, maybe Charlotte makes her appearance tonight in one of the women's matches. I'm not sure, but I don't think she's gonna be wrestling. I think she's just gonna make her appearance back. I don't think it's necessarily against Rhea or anyone, but I do think it's just to say, hey, I'm back, you know.
Claim to fame.
Yeah, and I think she'll be talking for a few weeks and stuff until she's ready to actually wrestle. But
gotta start somewhere.
yeah, that's just one of my. I got a couple predictions on people that I think will come back at Bad Blood.
So for Dominic, if Rhea does win, I'm curious if he's going to be a gold digger and go after wherever the gold goes. You know, because that's where it's at, right? Whether Rhea takes him back or not, I'm not sure. Because it's like a love potion right now that Liv's got settled in on him. He seems to enjoy it, but
yeah,
I feel like there's going to be a change of hands if Liv does lose. And like I mentioned already, I think Liv is losing, but I don't think Rhea's going to win. I think Tiffy has come, and it's her time. But if JD McDonough doesn't help Dominic, do you think he'll go into the next match and help Finn Balor against Priest?
Oh, yeah. I think regarding Finn Balor and Priest, I think I do think that the Judgment Day will be heavily involved in this match.
And there's still Carlito as a wild card, right?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he part of Judgment Day?
Yeah. I don't know if they know that, but yeah, I do think he'll be heavily involved.
Just like R-Truth.
Yeah. Now, I don't
free
know.
Lunch here. We can eat for free.
Hey, free lunch. Let's go. I don't know if Jimmy or Jay. I don't know if Jay will help Damian or not. You know, because he has been tied to them. You know, but he didn't. I don't think he come out last time when they were getting beat up. But I do think he had a title match that night. So.
Well, yeah. Jay's got a title match this following Monday, right? Against Braun again?
Yeah.
So if that's true, he probably is going to save his strength and not make an appearance.
Yeah.
But I could be mistaken.
Yeah. But with that match, I don't know. That one's kind of tough too. I can't see both sides winning one. Like on this one, because I can't see Judgment Day.
So you think if Rhea wins, it's just the fact that Priest is?
I don't know. Like I want them both to win, you know, but it's kind of the same thing. After if the Judgment Day do lose, what do they do after this? Okay. I'm just gonna say Damian wins. I think Damian wins, and now I think the Judgment Day starts to implode within. So,
is Dominic technically still Judgment Day, even though he's with Liv?
Yeah, that's the new judge,
So Liv is in Judgment Day.
Yes. They basically just kicked out, or Damian and
like they did with Edge.
Yeah.
Is that a turtle?
Oh, it is a turtle.
Oh no, he's coming.
Oh no, he's got time.
Go turtle.
You can make it.
He better have time. That's all he can do.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the Judgment Day, and then I think Damian and Rhea are called the Terror Twins.
Yeah. And you know, twins do a lot of the same things, so if one wins, the other may.
Yeah. You never know. Rhea might come help Damian Priest.
Yeah.
If Judgment Day and Liv do get involved. But yeah, I think Priest will win that one. I know I just went against everything that I said, but it doesn't, like, if Judgment Day wins, then it just keeps going, you know, and I think it's time, I think it's time for this one to move on. Bad Blood should end this, you know. Bad Blood should end the rivalry. It shouldn't begin, or something like that. It should end it. So what about you?
It's gonna be bad, and there's gonna be blood.
You think Demon Finn's gonna come out?
Demon Finn.
Yeah. Well, that's a face character, ain't it?
Usually he comes out from the nice car. He comes out from the get-go, right? Like he doesn't change mid-match. He comes out as either Finn or as the Demon.
Yeah, he's got a whole new entrance and paint scheme and everything.
I didn't think about that. I guess.
But I don't know if that's a face character or not. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. We turned a little bit.
Oh, I didn't notice it.
It turned when I hit that corner right there.
What's up, guys?
My bad. Got a little wild back there. Yeah, make sure we're still clear.
I think it will be regular Finn.
Yeah.
That would be promoting the Judgment Day for that part.
Yeah, and I think everyone likes Demon Finn anyway, so I don't think it would make much sense to have Demon Finn come in and, you know, because everyone would love it. I would love it, but I also like Finn Balor. But yeah, so who you got there, Viz? What you got going on?
I think you know, Priest, he lost it all because of Finn to Gunther. So I feel like, you know, Priest has got to have some like receipt. He's got to bring it back, and he's got to start his walk to the top by stepping over Finn.
Yeah, because he's the one that cost him. So.
And they seem to be like the greatest pair. They were the tag team champions, right?
Yeah, best friends as they called it. But I mean, I could see where, you know, Finn, they were all trying to help, and sometimes it did seem like Damien was a bit harsh, you know, blaming him for this and that. So
he was trying to be a leader in a headless horse.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the head was already cut off.
Yeah.
Before it even got started.
Yeah.
Oh, Edge.
Yeah, so they basically gave the same treatment.
Yeah. They carried it through.
But yeah, so, well, what do we got? There's 2 matches left on the card, right?
Only one left.
Just one left. Right. Well, before we go to that, we do have a little bit of trivia, if that's okay with you. Before we'll leave you with a little cliffhanger, and then we'll get to the match here. So we have come up with a couple questions for one another, and then we have come up with questions for the viewers. And if you're new, if you would like to like and subscribe to our channel, and then if you want to go, we'll let you know what questions you can answer. I mean, you can answer them all, but we're going to choose hopefully 5 people to whoever subscribes and comments the answers first.
Yep.
We're going to send out
pop to each.
Yeah, up to 5 pop figures, 1 to each person. WWE related pop figures, one to each person.
You can give us a hint by dropping your favorite wrestler.
Yeah, and you know, if we may or may not be biased based on that. So.
And you may not get one.
Yeah, you may not get one. So if you put in,
if we're above buying that wrestler,
yeah,
like he said earlier, he has a personal dilemma against CM Punk.
Yeah. So and I've never met the guy, and he's probably great, but
and he probably never will meet him.
But if you say CM Punk, we may just block you.
Yeah.
Not really.
Your whole IP.
I'm gonna go out right here.
Whoa, shaky.
Shaky. Look who's driving. All right. Well, hold on. Let's get on through.
Well, before we get to the trivia, Ty, I had a question that I want to ask you, that if we could do a little rating on bad blood level for each match.
Oh yeah, I got you. Okay.
So, just to see who we think has the baddest blood.
Oh, do you want me to start?
Yes.
The baddest blood is definitely CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. There's no question about it.
Long-standing rivalry from WrestleMania to now.
Yeah, because that's like boiled over, like literally like boiling blood, where they could legit kill each other in a sense of wrestling, you know. But
so out of 10 blood, how bad is it?
That's oh man, I want to give it a 10, but I feel like a 10 is Randy Orton, RKO, and Stephanie McMahon when Triple H was handcuffed to the ring.
Oh.
That to me, that's a 10.
That's a 10.
So I'm gonna give it.
So in comparison,
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9 just because it's a lot of personal attacks where these guys are always seem to be at each other's throat,
and usually ending in a bloody fight.
Yeah. Now I won't compare that against other things. There's been rivalries like Randy Orton's my guy. So he has done some very harmful things to other people's family members.
Yeah, I just love it when people visit people out in the public.
Yeah. I mean, even LA Knight went to Logan Paul and AJ Styles' house.
Yes.
So that was fun.
I give the Drew and McIntyre match, same, 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Long-standing rivalry. It's going to be an exciting match. Should be, in my opinion, the main event. But to be the first match, opening, that's going to make you interested in the rest. So
Yeah.
if you come just for that match, great. The rest are just bonuses. Awesome. Watch it all. Let us know your thoughts on that too.
Yeah.
How about Jax and Bayley?
Jackson Bailey, man, I don't know. This one, I don't think there is bad blood there, just because.
Well, historically, they over years, like
Yeah.
2017, I think, and on,
Yeah.
they have been at each other.
Yeah, but with Bailey's character, it's hard to believe that she can actually like give someone hate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
her character is good, but you know, like I don't.
Well, she was even like mocking them and humorously acting when they were in the ring last night. And
Yeah, and that's
the
a
night
different
before.
type of humiliation, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, I don't know. I would give that one a 5. I think a 5. It's right in the middle where I do believe they have some bad blood for each other, but at the same time, I just think it's more about the title. You know, like CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, it's about nothing but them
But
getting their hands on each
blood.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like, they legit told each other they were going to kill each other. So, yeah, I
So
give
it's
it a
less
5.
than 5. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
But-
give it a 5.
So you
yeah.
give it half credit.
Yeah, because I mean, if Bailey, if she was to turn like a dark leaf, you know, and start, you know, like, but her goofy personality, that's her, you know, that's her as her wrestler, you know, so you can't fault her for that. But so I give it a 5 as far as the bad blood scale goes.
I give it a 4.
Okay.
I think it doesn't deserve the Bad Blood title, but since there's a championship on the line, those are the two that have the most against each other, except for Tiffany, but she's a wild card with the Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
So Jax, Bailey, that's more Bad Blood there than Naomi and Jax. So I take it.
yeah,
But at least less than 5. I think
yeah.
that's fair.
4 or 5. Either, yeah, I say that's about right. It seems like it is more about the title than anything else. There, that water's still standing.
It's a lot of flooding.
Yeah, but all right. What about
Liv and Rhea.
Liv and Rhea. See,
Now that one is pretty interesting because
Yeah.
it doesn't just expand Bad Blood between the two of them. It expands to their group.
Yes.
It expands to individuals that were very close, Mommy and Dominic. So that Bad Blood, that reigns deep, and I think it's going to even have a retaliation after the result tonight. So I would give that one 8.5.
8.5?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's probably, in my opinion, the runner-up to the best match of the night.
Yeah, because they put on a show. Both of them are going to wrestle through and tell a story while
And,
they're
it's
wrestling.
on, and you've got somebody suspended above the ring that's going to be constantly
Yeah.
pestering,
In a shark cage.
and you're going to hear constant booing because the crowd despises, at least
Yeah.
for show purposes, despises this guy.
And who's to say he's not going to have anything up there with him to help? You know, he might bring a chair up there. You know,
Someone's going to put a ladder out, and he's going to get out of the cage and walk down the ladder and interfere.
Yeah. I'll give that one I was thinking like a 7, you know, because there is a lot of bad blood. I say that. I just feel like, to me, like I'm comparing it to the one that I've already given a 9 to.
Gotcha.
You know, I've given it to the ones that, you know, like Drew and CM Punk, they have attacked each other relentlessly. And I know, like, even Liv has put out Rhea for, you know, what, a month she put her on the shelf. So I give it a 7 just because I feel like it is personal, but a lot of Rhea's attacks are going on Dominic also. You know, I think it's more of on the whole group than just at Liv. You know, because Rhea will attack anyone. I think her gripe is mainly with Liv, but she's attacked Dom also. So I think, you know, as a group, for me, it would probably be like 8, but as just for Liv, because I think once she gets her title back, she'll be fine. Because she said the title she never lost, which is true, because she had to drop it. So I think once she gets her title back, it's, you know, that robber is over. So that's why I would give it a 7, just based on the title and it making it more special. There's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, 7 on my rating there it is.
And then we conclude, because we're going to save a little bit of talking for the final main event. We're going to conclude Priest and Finn.
Yeah, so that one, I'm going to give that one an 8, just because, so Damian fought, you know, with his Money in the Bank, you know, seeing his background, where he come from, and like,
Priest kind of feeds in with the blood between CM Punk and Drew.
Oh yeah, where, you know, they've attacked each other relentlessly. But I feel like Damian, where it's different with Liv and Rhea, where Damian's more focused on just Finn Balor. You know, like he will fight the other girl. But yeah, the reason why I think that it's just a little bit different is I do believe that Damian is more on the side of, I want Finn Balor, you know. And like I said, there's no title involved in this one. And it, to me, like, if you're gonna have bad blood between someone, if you're chasing them that bad and there's no title, even though Finn did cost him the title and cast the group out and knew about Dom and Liv and all that, so he did stab him in the back. You know, Liv and Rhea were never friends in the first place. You know, I think they were tag team champions at one point, I want to say, together. But as far as it goes, like, that's what separates it to me, is there's a title involved, and Rhea is more after Liv and Dom than Damian's just after Finn, and he'll just take care of whoever's involved, you know, just to get his hands on Finn. So I'll give that one, I think I said an 8. I think it's not as bad as, and sometimes I think an 8 is too high, really, just because, I don't know. I don't know. Let's do 7.5. I'll do 7.5 instead of an 8, if that's okay, if I can change it. I'll do 7.5.
No change.
No changing.
Stuck in stone.
You cannot change your opinion once you have one.
I'll do a 7 for that one. I don't know too much about the rivalry between the two. I just know of the most current events costing them that. It was sort of a surprise to me that they were working against each other like that, but I kind of foreseen it in the expressions of the group and how so easily they can chop off members. So I can kind of see, you know, what's going on. But I give it a 7. I don't think it's badder than the CM Punk and Drew. But I think it's bad enough to be above the 5 out of 10 mark, so they can actually be considered a bad blood combatants in this paper PLE.
Yeah, and really the only thing that sets it apart is it's just like the title. You know, like they cost each other the title, or Liv cost Rhea the title, or Finn cost Damien the title. So that to me is like, that's what gives it that 7.5, you know. And
the only reason I do, I think I said 8.5 for the Liv and Rhea, is because that's actually for the title too.
Yeah.
And there's so many other variables that could happen because there is still a briefcase out there. And you, like you mentioned, guest appearances. Charlotte may come out.
Yeah. I do believe we'll get a 1, maybe 2 returns. You know, Charlotte would probably be the biggest one. I think if she does come out this time. The other one that I'm thinking would just be he would come out in the main event. So I'm thinking, you know who I'm talking about if he's coming out with bloodline business. But yeah. So do we want to go into the final final match?
Let's do the trivia.
Okay. So we'll go on with the trivia. I've come up with a couple. T-Rob's or Viz has come up with a couple, so I think we'll do just a few apiece here. Is there any risk or reward to this, or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. We get hit by loser gets hit by a car, maybe. Not
I was
again.
Gonna get you free lunch from that church earlier.
Okay. Hey, free lunch is for me. $3.99.
Nah, I think we're gonna leave the punishment to what happens with our predictions.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah. That's fine. I just want to make sure. So
I'm a gambling man in some cases.
Gotcha.
I do want to play. I do like playing Risk, and I do like.
He's good at it.
Texas Hold'em.
Good at that too.
Not really.
Sorry, camera keeps going all over. We're recording in our in the truck.
This
here,
is a vehicle, not a green screen.
Yeah, we're actually on the road here, just riding around.
He's driving in circles.
Yeah, like literal small circles.
Trying to avoid debris and destruction.
All right, so you want me
to top it off?
Yeah. Start it off.
Nice. All right. So my question for you is: it is about a bad blood, but it's not about this most recent one specifically.
Okay.
It's how many bad bloods has WWE had in history?
So are we including this one?
No, just historical.
So I'm gonna say, I think 3.
Do you know what years those were? It's kind of a double question.
Yes. Was it 1997? Was that right?
That's one. Yeah, that's the first one.
Yes.
First one.
2003 and 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Great. Yeah. So you passed any punishment that I would have gave you. Good job.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's round 2. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to pull mine up right here. I won't crash too hard. Don't look. I have the answers on my questions. Okay,
I didn't write questions. I wrote answers.
That is right. So you just made up the question. So who was in the first Hades in the Cell match?
Like the whole card, or just the main event?
Just the main, at Bad Blood, the first Bad Blood.
Oh, the actual Hades.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Hades in the Cell, not Bad Blood.
Yeah. At Bad Blood, who was in the first Cell match? The first one that they came to, or that they made at Bad Blood.
I think I know the answer.
Okay.
But just so I can have a little bit of briefing. Can you give me the first letter of their either first or last name, and if they have only one name of their wrestling name?
Okay, I'll give you the first letter of one of their names.
Oh, just one?
Just one. Because right. I feel like if I give you the other one, it'll give it away. So one of them, the first letter of the first name is an S. I think that's good.
And they're currently in wrestling right now?
They're a part of WWE, yes.
Okay.
Not an active wrestler.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I think if they was to lace it up, I think if they was to lace it back up, it would be sweet.
They can tune the band.
They could tune the band and it would be sweet.
Oh, making our way into Arby's, I can get out of the question. I think you missed Arby's.
Oh, I did. I went into Wendy's.
I guess I don't miss the question then. I'm gonna say it's Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest Hades in a Cell I remember with him involved was Undertaker.
Yep, that was it.
Nice.
That was it. Got it. Good job.
Nice.
What are we doing walking in the middle of the road?
It's just pedestrians, run them over.
Get out of the way.
All right, is it my turn to try to get you?
Yeah, it's your turn.
So you actually already answered another one of mine.
Okay.
But
all right,
I guess you already know that one too if you know their names.
Oh, come on. Everyone just walk out in the street. All right, I'm listening. Sorry. Road rage.
So let's see. Because I want to save some for the viewers here.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away too much because mine's similar to what you were saying.
That's okay, go ahead.
Oh no! Well, you already guessed the first Hades in a Cell, right?
Oy.
And I gave you the participants. So what about the second one?
Okay.
Do you know the participants for the second Hades in a Cell? That was 2003.
Oh man, second cell. I don't know, man. I honestly have no idea. I think they're open on the inside.
Over, yeah.
Let's try to find somewhere to park real quick. Right there.
There's shade.
Back in this shade spot right here.
As long as that truck doesn't roll back.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now, one of these I'm not too familiar with as far as wrestler, but I know you know them because you've spoke of them before.
Okay. Sorry. Using my mirrors.
He's doing these awkward pauses.
So I can think.
Make it more dramatic.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's a Mini Cooper. You're not looking. It's over there.
It's back in the trees, brother.
Nice.
Let's see here. I don't know. We'll go with, dang, dude. I should know that, huh?
Well, give you a hint.
Yeah, give me a hint.
Give you a hint. In 2004, they returned to Hades in a Cell.
Dang, man. I feel like I'm blinking.
There's just one person that returned to the Hades in a Cell. So he did it both years back to back.
Brock Lesnar.
Do you have any questions? Because that's wrong. Do you have any questions for me about another hint? Because I gave you a couple just to solidify.
No, I don't. I don't know the answer. What is it?
I'm not telling it.
You're not.
You guys are gonna have to guess.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Tell me off camera. That'll work.
Tell you off
That'll
camera.
work. Okay, so I'm down a question. We'll get one more in real quick.
Yes. Why is I unbuckle in the middle of the street?
Okay, do you know at the first Bad Blood?
97?
Yep, in 97, which superstar, big time superstar, debuted? It was like, it wasn't a match. They just came in and debuted. I think it was I don't know if it was during or after the sale, but they debuted. That's for, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first time anyone ever seen them, as far as WWF goes. Sorry.
Oh, that's back WWF.
Yeah.
I don't think you can say that anymore.
True.
So, a few hints. He was the only one, right? The debut.
Yeah. He's the biggest one to debut. And
there was more.
Well, I don't know, but if there was, I don't think anyone's out debuting this guy. Big debut.
Okay. Is he still wrestling today?
No.
What was his tenure? Like, how long did he wrestle? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, if he started in '97, I don't know like when exactly he left, but it was within the last probably 10 years, I'd say. 10 to 7.
10 years today.
10 years today.
Did he come off and on, or was it a straight?
Straight.
Like,
yeah.
He wrestled every year until he left.
As far as I know, but he never like would take like breaks and like go do this, do that. He did make some movies though, a movie or two.
Oh, so he's a film star.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Cena debuted in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And our boy, well, my boy, and you compliment him, debuted after too.
Yeah.
Or about the same time as Cena did.
I think they were in the same class.
Yeah, that was right.
Ohio, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think I can give you much more hints. I think
without giving it away.
Without giving it away.
Give it away now. He's an old wrestler.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm guessing he's retired now. I don't even know if he has anything to do with WWE anymore, but I'm pretty sure he would still be part of it. He hasn't went to another program or anything like that. He's a big superstar.
I don't want to just throw names out because I would look ignorant.
No more than I usually do.
I mean, I gave two names, well, one, but I know that was in the 2000s. I'm pretty sure it was for Cena.
And I don't think Cena's debut. I think it was just on an episode of
Friends.
No, The Office. I think.
Office.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode of Raw. He wasn't in a pay-per-view. I think it was Raw.
I think it was SmackDown.
Was it? Oh, okay. You're just being the opposite. You know, there's 3 choices now, right? There's NXT.
NXT is getting big.
What was that trick? Yes, it was Trick Williams.
Trick Williams debuted. I don't even know if Trick Williams was born in '97 yet.
I know Batista was.
Yeah.
He was. He looked like somebody we work with when he was younger. Just longer hair.
Yep. Shout out.
Shout out. All right, I'm gonna do one guess, and then if I don't get it, we'll just make that another one.
Make that one of theirs to answer.
And that way we don't have a punishment to each other, at least, because that's 1-1. An old wrestler. It wouldn't have been. Is that the theme song?
I can play it.
That sounds like We Are the Champions, or We Will Rock You, one of the two. I really don't know how old those wrestlers are. I want to say, oh, crud. Because they could have wrestled for other companies, right? For debuts. So, what about, Nash?
Oh, Kevin Nash?
Yeah. I don't know when he started.
Yeah, he was in WCW.
At 97?
Yeah, before. I'd say before 97.
So did he?
No.
You said before.
All that to be wrong, Biz. All right.
Okay.
It was Rey
Wait.
Mysterio. No, I'm just kidding. It was not Rey
Whoa,
Mysterio.
I didn't even think of Rey.
It wasn't Rey Mysterio. He was in WCW also.
When did he debut? It was earlier, wasn't it?
I think he would. I feel like he would have debuted in. I don't know.
Because he's an old wrestler too.
Yeah,
Like,
he's in his 50s. Yeah.
He went with the. I think he wrestled Vader, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in WCW. Like
Yeah.
he was in there before WWF.
Bad Blood event
Yeah.
or match card.
Yeah.
There's one wrestler. Actually, there was two in the match, but I don't know much about the other one. There's one wrestler that how to say this? See, I told you I had the answers, but I don't have the questions yet. So it's
Like
it's
you're
on the
making
fly.
you're making all this
I'm
up.
making it all up.
Okay.
So he was a part of a group,
Yeah.
and the leader of that group
Mm-hmm.
main evented at that same Bad Blood event.
Yeah.
So this particular wrestler, he went on after he separated from the group
Yeah.
to further his career,
Yeah.
won a couple titles.
Yeah.
I don't know specifically like the amount.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
after that, it's not LA Knight. After that, he actually he was on the cover of the SmackDown, or not after that, but he was on the cover of SmackDown vs. Raw the year after this Bad Blood event.
What year was the Bad Blood?
I'm not telling
You
you.
can't tell me that.
Because then you'd know the main event, maybe.
So he was on SmackDown versus Raw.
Cover,
Okay, so I know
the
it's
cover.
not 97.
Yeah, SmackDown vs.
Yeah, I
Raw
know
started
that.
in...
I had no idea, but I played them all.
I'm pretty sure
Or both.
it started way back when.
SmackDown. Oh my gosh, dude! I'm trying to see because
So he's on the cover of SmackDown vs. Raw the year after this event. He's not the main event card or match at Bad Blood, but he's on the card, and he's part of the same group, and the leader of that group, or he's part of the same group as the person in the main event, and the one in the main event was the leader of the group. There you go.
okay.
I know that was kind
Was
of
the group-
scattered.
Can I ask you questions and you can like say yes or no?
Okay.
What's the group Evolution?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 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 Yeah, it looks good.
Sunshine down on me.
Back at it again. We got the food. We got the loot.
Thank you, Lord, for this food, allowed to be a nourishment and a help to our body, soul, and mind. God, to strengthen and empower us to continue to do as you see fit. As we serve your will, dear Lord, for our lives, please help our families, our friends, these in trouble, and this devastation. Please, Lord, guide them, strengthen and empower them. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Real quick, this is a bonus question that I have for someone watching back home that's also a wrestling fan. So this question does not count toward anything besides this. Who is the nature boy? What is his name? Marv is the correct answer to that one.
Darn.
Yeah, you were so close. So close. So shout out
Like
to
a consolation
yeah,
prize.
shout out to you, Marv.
Let me see the best way to make this a question. Because it's not really, it's kind of like a weird fact thing. Wow, is that,
Oh,
I want to see.
I gotta put the thing back.
It's still working. So it's like a fact thing, but I'm gonna make it into a question somehow.
Okay. Struggling.
This year, 2024,
Struggling. Still struggling. Still struggling.
who has had multiple
Got it.
matches against one another that should be considered a Bad Blood contestant this year? They have pretty heated rivalry. Currently, none of them, or neither of them, have a title.
So is this like just something that you've noticed?
Yeah.
Let me get this up out of the floor before I forget it. So who has had multiple matches
This year?
this year? I don't think you're talking about Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, right?
Yeah, I am.
You are? That's about the only one that I can think of.
Well, to me, it's almost overdone. But it's almost like they were trying to push the fact that they should earn a spot in the card. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I do, but is it bad blood worthy? I don't think so. Just because
they're fairly
well, it's just they're not like, they're mainly fighting over who's going to challenge LA Knight. You know, that's not really anything bad blood worthy to me. But that doesn't mean that you have to try to kill each other. You know, they still have bad blood. I mean, they've wrestled, what, 6 times? But I feel like if they spiced it up a little bit, maybe took some more personal shots at each other and did this, did that. Maybe if Carmelo Hayes or Andrade cost one another a title shot, or if they had a title shot and cost it, yeah, that might be. But no, I agree. Yeah, if you could have put that one on Bad Blood, I think it could have went.
So if Bad Blood had 7 matches on their card, would they be in the 7?
I think you can put them on there as a mid card.
Out of everybody. So do you think there's anyone else worthy enough over that?
Not storyline wise, no.
Seems kind of forced, but there's no championship. Yeah.
If Sammy and Gunther would have started their feud a little sooner, yeah, I think they could have, but not now.
So, do you think it's not all about the gold in a lot of cases? But you got 2 of the highest. Is there a B? You've got 2. You're looking for your visual appearance?
Do we have any napkins?
I didn't get any, actually. Do you have something on my face?
I have something on mine.
I do too, it's a bag.
Alright, go ahead. Sorry.
The 2 of the most warranted, anticipated matches for Bad Blood, well, in my opinion, one of them that is like the runner-up main event, or what I consider the runner-up main event, should be, and it is for a championship, it should be considered one of the top 2. But you got the main event, no titles on the line. And their story only goes as far back as, you know, after the result of WrestleMania, really. I mean, the bloodline, they go back further.
Yeah.
They've been almost ever since, you know, COVID, you know, reigning. And then you got the Drew and CM Punk, similar type of length in this year, as far as the rivalry building back up. I know they had previous stuff in previous years, but neither one of those are for the title. That's an interesting decision to make a very big event like a PLE, not for the title.
Yeah.
So, and the ones that are in the middle card, or the middle matches, they're for titles, except for the Priest and Balor.
I guess.
So how do you feel about that? How do our viewers feel about that?
I don't really mind it, just because the title Bad Blood, like I said, it affected some of my rankings on the Bad Blood thing, where it was like it was more about the titles and it was personal. To me, if you get Bad Blood, it's because you do not like someone, you know, like championship or call the police.
How many of these people you think are going to be drinking coffee or tea after the match together?
Hopefully a lot, especially after they see this video. They're going to want to go out and get some peach tea.
Those wrestlers, they're going to have a little biscuit with some or what do they call that? Their crackers are biscuits, and then their tea is what?
Tea, I think.
Oh, okay. It's not this tea. They don't have sweet tea, brother.
They don't have sweet
Actually,
tea.
they might. I don't know.
But yeah, I think on your point with the titles, man, like some of those feuds, man, they're best without titles. Because especially like, I think the perfect example is CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
Them not having titles on the line makes this feud so much better.
Well, there's something else to gain in the McIntyre and Drew.
Yeah.
You know,
the winner's probably gonna come out alive and the loser's gonna die.
Yeah, they get life for one, but two, you know, they're gonna have the respect that they both think they deserve. You know.
Yeah.
And that's gonna really boost the popularity with CM Punk if he wins.
Yeah, and it should squash it. Like that's it. Like this should squash everything. Like you're talking about one of the biggest matches, like, or the biggest match types to sell. Like the, you know, you got Elimination Chamber, but it's for a pay-per-view. This is just one of the biggest matches you can have. You know, it's constructed, like they say, it's constructed to destroy someone.
And it took 20 years for people to have bad enough blood to have it.
Yeah. So technically it's a 20-year build-up. But yeah, as far as that goes, the title. But yeah, I mean, so somebody, let's see here. Let me get you, so are we done with questions, you think?
Do you have one more?
I don't know. I don't think so. Let me look. Let me see if I got any good ones.
Last one was for me, right?
Yeah. Nah. It's okay. We can go on it, and
These will be for you. Viewers at home, want to hear your comments and see where we go from there.
yeah, we can see what we got going on here.
So you want to go ahead and dive into the main event. Ty. It's got Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu,
Sorry, I was looking
and
at my questions.
the OTC Roman Reigns. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Bring back memories. Hold that. Hold the ones up. Try it.
Don't know how you guys feel, but we enjoyed it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
So maybe it's time.
Yep.
First, give your bad blood rating.
Okay, yeah, so back to the battle ring on this one. So, I was gonna say, Cody should be in this. Cody Rhodes should not be in this rivalry, man. Like,
Who should?
not Cody. I think you should have brought back Jimmy. What? Not this past SmackDown, SmackDown before, they should have brought back Jimmy. That was the perfect time I thought to bring back Jimmy. I was even watching some guy stream that I watched SmackDown, and he was like, "I'm Jimmy, time for Jimmy," and I'm like, "Man, Jimmy's come on now," you know. But then even Cody said he's not gonna ignore the bloodline mess. You know, listen, I love Cody's champion. I'm glad that Roman's not the champion in his championship ways of, you know, not showing up and not defending the title for every 3 months or something like that. That was annoying. But we've admitted whenever he was the champion, SmackDown was so much more, like, I don't know, he just brought a sense of presence to the whole arena. That's what upset me the most, is like when he was there, so he was so captivating and everything. So I don't think Cody should be in this rivalry. I wish it was Jimmy. I think that he would be a lot more. So,
Or at least one of the original bloodline.
yeah, it's kind of like, why is Cody worried about this? He fought for the championship, and, you know, like, I mean, having to keep him in these storylines. I don't want to say keep him relevant, you know, I don't want to say that, but it's almost to that point where he has to be involved in some sort of bloodline altercation to have, you know, to be in there. But anyway, so he's still bad blood on this one. What is it? Solo and Fatu and Roman and Cody. So I don't know, man. Just with Roman and Solo, that's like to me, that's like an 8. You know, just for them two. You put in Jacob and Cody, it's kind of, the two kind of offset each other, even though Jacob is part of the bloodline and has laid his hands on Roman Reigns. I'm just going to leave this at an 8, you know, because if you put Jimmy in there, I feel like you could bump it up to like an 8.5. I don't think it's at a 9 yet, because a 9 is, a 9 for us is Drew and CM Punk, I think. Is that what we said?
Yep. Because that is the match. I mean, the Hades in the Cell for Bad Blood.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, you know, and this one's just, I don't know, this one seems more of, I got your back if you got my back type of thing. That's
exactly what they promoted.
Yeah, and even Cody said he's done with the bloodline. So he was so if you're done with them, then you were done. You know, you're done, so you're not really that mad at him anymore, I guess. But Roman's like, I'm not done. You know, you basically he took his, what do they call it, the
red necklace. I'm not sure the proper name.
Fala, or is it the Omni Fala or something? I don't know.
You're gonna get some hate comments.
Yep, getting hate, but it's fun. I tried. So the Ulu Fala, something like that. I don't know. I'll quit now.
Umaga.
Umaga
Fala.
So yeah, he took that from him. So I think that's what makes it more personal with Roman and Solo. He wants that back.
That's a culture thing.
Yeah, and Cody's just put in there because
he has something else that Reigns has.
Yeah, but here's my thing too. At least another story is Randy and Kevin don't really like it that he's helping. You know, I think this is going to cause more problems for Cody in the end because the bloodline has destroyed so many people, and now Cody's siding with the enemy basically.
It's a good point because, you know, not this past SmackDown, but the one before, there was a lot of beef between Kevin and Cody. Even though they, you know, make up afterward after Randy's involvement and stuff. That's almost to a point of a bad bloodworthy match.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think if you push that back maybe 2 weeks from this past SmackDown, so I guess 3 weeks, but I'd say if you pushed it back 2 weeks and had Cody defend Roman to a point and Kevin loses his stuff, yeah, you can have that as a bad blood match. But then it might be rushed, you know, are they really mad? You know, how much can you build in 2 shows?
Well, it would be kind of similar to their Bash in Berlin bout, where no matter the outcome, you know, Kevin did hold back.
Because they were friends.
Yeah.
I give it an 8 overall. I think an 8. If I could go down, I want to go down a little lower, but to me, just having Roman Reigns, his family, like his whole entire family is involved in this, and it's a personal matter.
Family.
I feel like, I'm a big fan of the Pat McAfee show, and Cody Rhodes is on the Pat McAfee show.
You kind of look like Pat McAfee.
I wish. That's a handsome devil. That's a handsome fella. So Pat McAfee had Cody Rhodes on his show, and they called him saying, and I don't know if it's on purpose, but you know, Pat's really smart. He's not going to say anything on camera that he doesn't want on camera. He said, he asked Cody, he's like, I heard the big guy was coming back. Who's the big guy? Is it Brock?
The Rock?
Because The Rock, The Rock is in, what is it, where is it at? Atlanta? It's in Georgia?
He's in there?
The Rock is there at the place. Now that doesn't mean anything because, you know, he could just be there because he's part of WWE or whatever.
Toretto?
It could be Toretto family. So I don't know who the big
guy. Yeah.
I don't know who the big guy is. Who do y'all think the big guy is? I'm thinking it's Brock, The Rock, even Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, you know, he may be back.
Yeah.
I don't think they're talking about Jimmy. Now, if he said the big dog, because, you know, Jimmy's all, you know, saying dog, you know, big dog and stuff, so.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, so that's a first for me, and just coming off of something, I would imagine somebody tied to the bloodline matter.
Yeah.
Especially he's talking Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I haven't heard that before with the Pat McAfee show. I haven't heard that comment. So in my mind, coming fresh off of not knowing anything, somebody related to the bloodline, especially if he's talking to Cody. The Rock, it could be Paul Heyman, because they're both fairly big men.
Yeah.
Don't know if he means big by physical stature, if it's reputation. It's hard to tell.
Almost.
Oh yeah, with his fragrance.
Yeah,
he's promoting him because he has his own fragrance YouTube channel, which is pretty awesome. I watched at least one episode. I watched an episode. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't want to say just at least one episode.
Yeah, at least one. So what's your heat on this match there, Viz? Knowing that...
Well, my prediction, since you gave the blood rating, I'm going to give a prediction and then we'll flip-flop.
Okay.
You give a prediction, I give a blood rating.
Okay.
And try to explain to the best of my ability why I think that. So my prediction is the new bloodline is going to dominate. But I don't think it's going to be because just them. So... There's too many bloodline officials in the match. That's going to cause grief.
Yeah, because you have what 4? No,
Cody's
2.
outnumbered right now.
Yeah, Cody's outnumbered because you got 4 total in the bloodline.
Even with the one on his side, he's still outnumbered because that's a. And I think Solo's even mentioned that he's going to betray, use you, and then abuse you.
Yeah.
Right? So here's my take.
love my tribal chief.
That's gonna be a very powerful man to take down.
Yeah.
Because every time someone does a move to this guy, he jumps up like a trampoline.
Well, you seen Randy did that to him on the table, right? And he did it like, but Randy's a savage, did it like 2 or 3 more times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Jacob Fatu is one of my favorite
he's
right now. Like, not
strong.
like, oh, that's my favorite wrestler, but just to see him wrestle, just because he's like unhinged. Like, I love it, man.
He loves his tribal chief.
He does.
So I imagine him taking, you know, the brood of the battle. Solo, I think he's gonna kind of just be like a leader.
Yeah, well,
he's gonna let things happen.
When Solo and Cody fought just to add to your, when Solo and Cody fought, what was the last pay-per-view?
Bash in Berlin.
Bash in Berlin. Whenever they fought, it actually brought me back to Solo with Roman. Like, to me, it's got lost of how good Solo was projected when he come in, to where he was that guy. You know, he was the enforcer. You didn't want to mess with him. He's kind of lost that by being the leader.
Yeah.
You know, because now you got Jacob Fatu, who is now the new, you know, like enforcer. But with Cody, I think he brought some of that back a little bit. I actually think they'll bring it back in this match, where I think you're right though. I think that the new bloodline do dominate.
And isn't it difficult just to see him in that light as a leader?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a chain of events that cause either the original bloodline to reignite. But if things happen, like I think you were suggesting, Jimmy coming in instead of Cody, if it had been Jimmy there, if he does make a guest appearance here, or even Jay, no matter, he does have a title match on Monday.
Yeah.
That could be the turning point for either side, really, because just as we've seen when Cody tried to help Kevin Owens and Randy Orton 2 weeks ago, you know, it ended up in a downfall.
Yeah, because Kevin didn't want help. Randy wanted the help, so
yeah, it ended up just being a messed up match. So I could see it go either way with this.
Yeah, I'm kind of split. I'm like you. I do think they're going to dominate. I do. There's going to be a... Yeah, I do think that there's going to be a point where you're like, dang, how are they going to win? But, yeah, go ahead.
I agree. Yeah. So my black blood rating is 8 as well. I don't think it's worthy of the main event, in my opinion, because we've been filled all this mess with the bloodline dominating almost both shows for a period of time. Finally someone wins and we get through it for a while, but the bloodline still remains and it's gaining its peeps, and then all of a sudden the original bloodline comes back, or original tribal chief does come back, and it's like it's trying to infect us with the bloodline disease again. I enjoyed the reign because it was something, you know, fun to see somebody so dominant, kind of like Nia Jax is.
Exactly.
But it pressed a little bit too long, even regarding shutdowns and closures, COVID and other things. It really overextended its stay, in my opinion. I know there's viewers out there that love the bloodline and want them to come back.
Oh yeah, and I don't think we didn't like the bloodline. The bloodline itself was awesome. It was just the fact that Roman was breaking all these records while not competing. And me personally, I'm the old school, you're supposed to defend it within 30 days. You know, 30 days, you're supposed to spend it once every 30 days at least. And they even had Roman not showing up on pay-per-views. You know, how is your champion? You only had one champion. You know, that's it. You literally only had one champion. And, you know, and that didn't show up to some pay-per-views. And, you know, but like I said, whenever he would come back, though, whenever he would come to the show, it was awesome. You know, it wasn't that I didn't like it or like him. It was just the fact that the way it was happening, I didn't like it. I was like, man, you're breaking all these records, blah, blah, blah. And
it really wasn't, he wasn't earning it.
Yeah, to a point. But of course he's a heel. That's what he's supposed to do. But I mean,
that makes another excellent point. You know, still to this day, the title that Rhodes has is undisputed.
Yeah.
How long are they going to keep this up? Are they ever going to split it? Are they just going to take the name convention away from it?
I think it's set right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's set.
Because see, being undisputed, that's still, to my mind, that means you're the champion overall.
Yeah,
so
because
both
when Jericho did it, I think against Triple H, or Triple H might have took it. Anyway, whenever Jericho unified the titles, that's what it was. It was like the undisputed WWE heavyweight champion of the world. That was it. You know, like you had, and that was the undisputed part. And once they got split, it was done. But now, you know, they put one or two titles into one, and I don't feel like you should have went another way with the naming, but, and I think at one time they were calling it the undisputed WWE heavyweight champion.
Universal champion.
Yeah, universal champion, and it was just a mouthful, and I think they slowly started whittling it down to get some heat off of it or something. I don't know.
It's almost like the Super Saiyan, Lord Super Saiyan.
Yeah, SSJ.
They had to abbreviate it because it was too long.
Getting so long, yeah. But yeah, I mean, so, but my prediction is the OTC is gonna win.
Wait, OTC?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying they were gonna dominate.
No, I do believe that they're gonna dominate,
but not win.
But not win.
Really?
Yes, I think they're gonna pull the now.
Well,
Cody,
I guess you're getting stretched, brother.
Cody and Roman, I think they're gonna hold their own to a point, but I think there's gonna come one point where the numbers are gonna be too much. They're gonna really start beating them, just like WrestleMania when Jacob was in there, or Solo, right? Yeah, Solo and Roman were in there, and they gave him the spear spike, and he kicks out. You know, there's no way he's kicking out. I think it's gonna be that level until they're gonna need some help, because you cannot let Cody and Roman beat 4 people or the story's over, you know. So I believe at some point they're going to be ravaged. You're going to be like, oh no, here we go again. Solo's got his goons beating them up, blah blah. Maybe Jimmy comes in and help. Maybe Randy and KO, or you know. But I do believe that that they're gonna, Roman and Cody are going to be the ones.
I agree. I think there's going to be guest appearances.
Yeah.
I don't agree to the Cody and Roman.
Yeah.
But I agree that they're going to be guest appearances.
Yeah.
By guests, not people that are not been on the show. I mean people that are on the show but not for the card.
Yeah.
So yesterday, during SmackDown, there was a triple threat with the tag titles on the line. That
awesome.
Tomaloa and
an awesome match, by the way.
Very awesome. I think they're kind of exhausted from that because they went through some turmoil.
Yes.
Like one of them went through an announcer's table, the other went through a regular table.
The dude got from the heavens splashed through the table.
Yeah.
I was gonna go ahead and throw this out there. They need to give that man a singles title run. Stat.
Oh, Ford.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I don't know, went blank. Yeah. Not Dawkins, but Ford.
Yeah.
Montez Ford. Sorry. They need to give Montez Ford a title run quick. I mean, this dude is
super athletic,
and he's a good wrestler. He's not, and he's good on the mic.
Dawkins is good too.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Great as a tag team.
Yeah, they're good, but man, like, oh my, he's just so far ahead, like above.
Yeah.
Like he can do so much with that title, and like honestly, if he's the type, like right now, if you were to put somebody against a champion, he would be the one. Like could believe he could be anybody in WWE right now, and there's no question. Like for me, we're big fans of LA Knight. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But when he went against Roman the first time, I didn't think he could win. You know, but that was because he was up and coming. But after the match, it's like it changed for me. I was like, bro, LA Knight can be champion. You know, but yeah. I think he could be champion, and there's not a person on the roster that I don't think he could beat, you know, and it not be made believable, you know. But I just want to spill that, man.
I agree. I think Ford is highly capable. I enjoy every feat he's done. It's just he's been in that tag team for so long.
Yeah, and you'd hate to split it up. Like, and I hope if they do, because you know, rarely do you see like a tag team one be champion. I was wondering if someone could tell us if there's ever been like a main card champion, like even a heavyweight champion with the tag title. Also, I don't know if that's been done before. I know Evolution had a run where they had all the titles, I think, but I don't know if everyone's ever been heavyweight and tag title at the same time. I'm not sure. But
it wouldn't be hard to believe, because even groups, Judgment Day, Evolution, DX, they had a slew of titles and they didn't have to participate in tag team.
yeah,
They could flip back and forth, single to tag.
yeah,
So they're just being in the group itself, they could still be a part of the same group. It's just, you know, Montez Ford would just run on his own for a title shot.
The way I thought of it is, if Montez Ford's gonna get a title shot, I don't think you break their group up in a way where they're gonna be broken. You know, like it's like they're mad at each other. I think if Dawkins, you know, if he wanted his own solo run, or even if he needed a break, you can get him injured, you know, but the champion, like, let's just say the champion is like Gunther. Like maybe he's having a feud with Gunther and Gunther destroys Dawkins and he puts him on the shelf, and now that's Ford's chance to go get him, you know, and get the title. You know, not saying against him, but it had to be a heel because he's a face. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, I do believe the Bloodline, the OTC, is gonna win
With Cody?
with Cody in tow.
Yeah, I'm thinking Solo and Fatu are going to get it. Because there's too much at stake for them to stop it now. Because if Cody and Reigns win now, I think that's not going to lead to anything great at Survivor Series. And I think this is going to be something that's going to continue for the rest of this year, and very much likely to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
They're going to be a part of Bloodline's somehow going to be a part of Survivor Series.
Yeah, you gotta have them in that.
So if Cody and Reigns wins this one, it kind of lowers, in my opinion, it will lower the resurgence of this new Bloodline.
Unless Cody and Reigns do win, and Cody's like, all right, I'm officially done for the second time, and then Jimmy's there, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm not done.
He's unscripted.
He's unscripted, yeah. Yeah.
Unless they win and Reigns betrays him, because the promo he said he's coming back for what's his.
Yeah. Oh, I could definitely see Reigns hitting him with a spear.
Yeah, just immediately after.
Or Superman, yeah.
Immediately.
Or something, yeah.
That's very possible.
And I don't think that would be unwarranted either. I feel like that would actually be that would get a very good pop from the crowd. They'll be mixed.
Yeah.
But where they like both of them, you know, I think, because right now Cody's a boring champion, for being honest. And it sucks, man. It does suck. But
so he's a boring champion?
But he's a boring champion.
That sucks that he's a born champion?
Yeah, it sucks because dude, he beat the GOAT, you know, as they call. I don't think he is, but Roman Reigns, he beat him, and he's not had any good title defenses, I don't think.
Well, Reigns still has his rematch, right? Is there a limitation on it?
I don't know.
Like expiration date? Like, does he have to use it within a week after he loses it, or?
Sure, we need to look into that, because I'm sure you can't just hold it until, you know, I mean,
years later.
Yeah, until it's like, oh, I know you're still champion, but I want my rematch clause. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, to me, Cody, like, he defended it against KO. We knew that was gonna, you know.
Well, AJ as well.
Yeah, he was defending against AJ, but that was still the same to me. Like, you're defending against all these people that you know you're gonna beat, but you have to. You know, you have to feed the machine at some point. You know, like they're doing Gunther. They fed Randy to him, and now they're feeding Sammy to him. But I think we talked about that. They're righting the wrongs, where clearing out Randy's "you didn't pin me" thing, and then Sammy. Then Sammy beat him for the title, so you're gonna beat him on Raw or whatever. But
so, do you think Roman Reigns deserves to win the undisputed title once again?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he needs to. He has to, because if you look at it, like if you ask people, like, who do you think the best wrestlers are? You know, and if you actually sit down and think about it, if you do a top 5, I don't know, he's not in the top 5. Can't be. Who you kicking out? You got The Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels.
I'm biased, Batista.
Undertaker. Yeah, I mean, Batista. I feel like Batista is even better than
at least
him.
top 10. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just naming off people in a top 5 that I would put above it. And I'm sure there's like even, you have Ric Flair, you got Bret Hart, you still have all these legends, but who are you gonna kick out to put him in a top 5? Who are you gonna kick out to put him in a top 10?
Well, he was just conquering everybody's records, right?
Yeah, but that was one record streak, like, Ric Flair, 16 time. John Cena, he's 16, right? Orton's a 14.
Yeah.
So I mean, he will win the title again, but I think this reign will be different. I think it'll put him on a different
Hopefully
map.
It's more of a reign or a competing champion.
Yeah, I think it will be. I mean, it just sucks because like if you put up his accolades if you just straight put a picture of the titles that they've won, and you put a picture of this person's title versus this person's, and it's blank. You're gonna put Roman Reigns up there, who's been United States champion, I think, and the undisputed. Yeah, you got that, but he's not got but a handful of titles to his name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if he was NXT or not. I can't remember, but he's not got but a few titles to his name. So the paper test, his resume sucks. But knowing who he is and what he put out there, because I mean, if you think about it, The Rock, he didn't have that many championships either, but he cultivated the whole entire WWE era, and
He's
just like
electrified.
just like Stone Cold, he didn't have a lot of titles. I mean, he won the Royal Rumble, 3 times, I think, 3 or 4 times. But still, if his music hits today, you put him in the top.
I think they actually did that, right? They did that at one of the WrestleManias recently. They played the Stone Cold music.
Did they?
Oh, yeah. No, actually, he did come out. I remember he come out and he, didn't he get McMahon? Like, was it a couple WrestleManias ago?
Yeah, with Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Pat. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. And then he stunned Pat.
He wanted it.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah. So, I mean, Roman Reigns needs another title belt.
To redeem himself.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if he took it back from Cody.
Today.
Yeah, today. He just kicks Cody.
Rematch
He
clause.
cashes in
Bad blood.
a future Money in the Bank. He gets a loan. He gets an IOU.
Imagine you could do that. Borrow it from
Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton cashes in.
I acknowledge you. OTC.
Tiffany cashes in on Cody Rhodes. Well, what you got else there, Biz? Is that it?
That's the extent of the trivia and of my predictions.
Yeah, I think Charlotte and Jimmy, or Charlotte or Jimmy, will be back. I'm leaning more toward Jimmy than Charlotte, but I can see Charlotte coming back and making an appearance. Jimmy, I can see coming back and actually fighting,
And whoever this big man is.
Yeah, whoever the big man is, which could be Jimmy, but I don't think it is. I don't think, if they would have said big dog, I would have leaned toward Jimmy.
Probably by reputation, big man, but I'm leaning toward Paul Heyman or Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, and then any bold claims you want to make? You already made your bold claim.
Well, one of them.
Yeah.
Regarding the bloodline match, how many people do you think are going to be involved?
How many people's in WWE? So let's go ahead. So we got the original, or we got the bloodline now.
The 4.
So
Jimmy.
Two's in there. Oh, hold on, sorry, not the original. The new bloodline.
Yeah.
You got Solo and Jacob in the match. Then you got the Tua and Tonga, right? So that's 2 at least that's going to get involved on their side. And then I'm going to say 2 at least on the other side with
Randy and KO.
Yeah. At least 2. Those 2, or Jimmy and Randy. Because Kevin might not get involved. I mean, bold claim is Kevin stuns Cody, they lose the match. But then you start a feud over with Kevin and Cody, which we just got done with, so I don't think that would make much sense.
This match is DQ eligible, right?
I don't know, because it's
just a regular tag team.
I think so, unless they Unless they did make it like that. I'm not
like
sure.
a bloodline rules.
Let's see.
I know they did that for Berlin.
I don't know. I don't remember it being bloodline rules. Oh well.
Pretty sure it's regular tag.
Yeah, I'm thinking it is. But even if it's not, they'll knock the ref out or something. Or
yeah, but the DQ is eligible, meaning that's probably a way that things can conclude.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be great for a main event, but that's a way that's.
I guess it depends. Like, you got to think, what if Jimmy comes back? The place is gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
And he comes in and he just attacks the new bloodline, and they get disqualified to win. But they keep that thing perched up there, it's gonna get taken. And he does come in and they dismantle the new bloodline and just destroy them, leave them laying. Yeah, no one's gonna care about the DQ. But who knows? Yeah, I mean, that's my spiel about the whole thing.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
And may the winner be true.
That's right.
We have a great surprise for whoever gets the questions right.
Yeah, so please subscribe if you want to, if you like it. We're going to try to do some more, even up to the point where we'll do Raw and SmackDown reviews. They probably won't be as in depth as this. This is just a pay-per-view thing.
Make sure you look at the description of this video to catch up on the quiz that we've asked.
Yeah. First
5 to answer correctly, we will be sending a pop of a wrestler that you enjoy, if they're created. It couldn't be something that's not created yet.
Yeah,
we don't create pops, but
send us one that you want, and we'll send you. We'll try our best to get it. If we can't, then
you can give us some alternatives.
Just send a couple. Just send a couple choices, and if you're the winner, we'll make sure to get a hold of you.
We'll reach out to you. Yeah. We need, of course, your address to ship it and stuff.
Yeah, we'll come to your house. Not really. We won't.
It depends on how close.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. It for you there, Biz?
Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and this is TyVisUall
TyVisUall out.
out.